What is up guys, welcome back to another video, and following the positive feedback from the Whole Foods chocolate protein bars recipe that I put out a couple of weeks ago, I decided to start incorporating some more nutrition videos to the channel. So today I want to bring you my favourite healthy post-workout pancake recipe. It's a really simple recipe. It's going to be grain-free, gluten-free, paleo-friendly. It's all from kind of whole foods sources and it's pretty damn awesome. I've posted several pictures on Instagram showing off with my latest pancakes that I've been having post-workout, so I thought I'd share this recipe with you today. As always guys, please check out the description down below. There is another downloadable, so if you don't have time to watch this whole video, you can download the recipe straight from the description down below and make it whenever you want to make it. But I'm going to try not to babble on too much now and just get straight into the recipe. Let's jump straight into the ingredients for this recipe. First of all, starting with the wet ingredients, we have 2 large eggs. We have 2 medium-sized bananas. Ideally, you want to have these as ripe as possible. Mine aren't particularly ripe, but they still work. Then moving on to the dry ingredients, we have 25 grams of whey protein. You probably can use other proteins like hemp or rice, but I haven't personally, so I couldn't say how it goes. You're then going to want 8 grams of coconut flour. The only reason I add this in is because it takes away from the usual texture of protein pancakes and makes them much fluffier. You probably could substitute in almond flour or another gluten-free flour in its place. You're then going to want 1 gram of bicarbonate of soda, and this is to make them nice and thick. And then finally, you're going to want a pinch of salt. And that is it for our ingredients. Pretty simple, pretty quick. Let's jump into the method. So for the first step of this recipe, we're going to want to combine our wet ingredients. So I have here the 2 eggs and the 2 bananas. All I'm going to do now is mash them in this bowl with a fork until they're all combined. This may look a little bit disgusting, but it's all fine because you're going to cook this anyway. I can feel my pulses fading. So now we have this kind of nice paste. You'll see there's still some chunks in there. You can, if you really want, like blend this so it goes really smooth. But I think the chunks are actually quite nice because it leaves the pancake a cool texture, and it leaves it remaining really moist. You can make it smoother. I personally like to leave it somewhat chunky. The next part of this method is we're just going to throw all of those dry ingredients into the bowl, mix it all around, and then we're good to go. So that is it guys, it's all combined. As you can see, it's starting to look more like a pancake sort of mix, traditional mix consistency. That is probably about the consistency you're looking for. It doesn't actually matter too much, they generally turn out alright, even if there is a bit of variance in the size of your bananas. So now that we've got this all combined into one nice mix, we're gonna throw it into the pan and portion it out and cook them. So now we're ready to cook. All you're going to want is a flat bottom pan. You're going to want some oil just to cook in. So I got a little bit of coconut oil here, and you're going to want something to flip it with. So let's get cooking. So the most important thing about cooking these pancakes is keeping the heat right. You don't want to have too high heat, otherwise you're going to burn the pancakes before they've managed to rise properly, and then you need to flip. So you want to keep it on a relatively medium-low heat. Here I've got it on 5, which is on a scale of 1 to 9, so it's about a medium heat. I'm just going to let the oil heat up, go all around the pan, and I'm going to just spoon the mixture in. Give it a stir, grab a spoon, and you're literally just going to want to put 1 big spoonful for a pancake, or however big you want your pancakes to be. I'm just going to do 2 now. Plonk it in and let it cook. So a nice little variation I like to do is add some berries into the mix. So I've just got a handful of frozen berries here. I'm just going to put them in now and push them down onto the surface of the pan into the pancake. hopefully when these bad boys rise up, they're going to rise up around the fruit, and then we're going to have some really nice berry pancakes.
It's all time so cold, and I thought I'd never make it. I could feel my pulses fading, trying to tear for the love we've lost. Gotta look for a brand.
Finally got it. So now basically all you're going to do is carry on doing this until you're finished up with this batch. It should make sort of 6, maybe 8 medium-ish pancakes. So I'm just going to do that now. I'm also going to try not to eat them all before. So there we have it, guys. That is the final result. Got 5 pancakes here. I actually did 2 earlier, but they were terrible, so I kind of ate them as I was going. But they look pretty damn awesome. So that is it, guys. We are all done. These pancakes are so easy to do. The hardest part is resisting not eating them once you're trying to stack them up on your plate, because I kind of usually make 6, but I'll just eat them as I go, so I never actually get the stack of pancakes. So these pancakes by themselves are actually pretty damn good. Because you're using fruit as a base, they end up being pretty moist, especially if you're going to use those berries and put them in as you cook them. They're going to be even better. So I personally don't always need to have toppings with my pancakes, but if you want to add a little bit extra, I would definitely recommend throwing in possibly some Greek yogurt if you're okay with dairy. I personally prefer to use some coconut milk yogurt. Let's put that on there, maybe with some nuts, some seeds, some more berries, some chocolate chips, and then maybe even drizzling a little bit of honey on top as well. Kind of just go wild here. This is where you can have some fun, whatever meets your goals. As I said, they are pretty ideal post-workout simply because they contain quite a lot of those high glycemic sugars, so they're going to be good for refueling muscle glycogen, aiding with muscle building. All in all, this recipe provides about 35 grams of protein, 50 grams of carbohydrates, and about 12 grams of fat. And that is just as the base recipe itself, and then you've got to add toppings on top of that. That as a base is actually a really great number to have post-workout. You've got a good ratio of carbohydrates to protein. So I love to stack this one post-workout to help my recovery. But there's not much more to say really. As I said before, you can download the full recipe for free in the description down below, so you can have it offline, a little cheat sheet to help you out. If you enjoyed this video at all, then hit the thumbs up button. If you're going to try this recipe or you have tried this recipe, then let me know what you think in the comments down below. I'd love to hear how you're getting on with it. Any other requests that you have for recipes as well would be great. Just throw them all in the comment section down below. I'm always there replying to everyone, so please come and say hi. And if you have a friend who would be interested in some pretty damn easy protein pancakes, then hit him up with this recipe and help a brother out. But that has been it for today, guys. Have a strong week and peace.